Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm ranking all of the episodes in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The last few weeks I've been ranking the levels, but now I'm going to be ranking the episodes. Episode 1 to 9. These are not based on the actual movies. I'm not ranking the movies, I'm ranking the movies in LEGO Star Wars. So how fun they are to play in LEGO Star Wars overall. So yeah, let's get to it. So at number 9 is episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. This isn't a bad episode in the game. It's actually my favorite episode in Star Wars as a whole. But in like Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, it really isn't the best. Didn't really have that much fun with it. My least favorite mission is in this game where you have to go around trying to find Luke at the beginning. That whole stuff on Hoth wasn't the best. I do like the open world sections on Hoth, I guess, when trying to escape the Echo base. I like that part. I thought that was fun, some cool combat. But I really wish it lasted longer. Maybe we could have had like a level about that instead of the first one, because it wasn't that interesting. And you didn't even have a boss fight with the Wampa in that level, so that was annoying. The Bespin stuff with Vader is really cool. I like that boss fight. Could have been a little bit longer though. The other Bespin level was bad because it just didn't really have anything in it. It didn't really have any puzzles or anything. It was a bit annoying, kind of boring. Yeah, Dagobah was fun to explore, definitely. I like the obstacle course you went through, and I wish it could be a little bit longer, but yeah. I do like the end of that first Bespin level, though, where you tackle the Slave 1, that's fun. Also, the missions are the correct way around now. It used to be the boss fight against Vader first, but now in the Skywalker Saga, you have the boss fight last, which is the way it's done in the movies, so that's great. Number 8 is episode 2. This episode wasn't like horrible. I do definitely like the Droid Factory level and the Geonosis Arena, but other than that, levels aren't really that great. Battle of the Jedi kind of felt a little bit long. They definitely should have made the Geonosis Arena longer, or maybe put more work into episode 3 instead. Because I don't know, just the boss fight was a little bit long and dragged out, in my opinion. And Hunt for Django and Wrestle with Wessel aren't the best levels either. Playing Wrestle with Wessel on my own, single player, wasn't actually that bad, but I was playing co-op on that level. It was pretty annoying. But yeah, it was fine. Hunt for Django is annoying. A lot of people didn't like that, but I just thought it was a little bit tedious towards the end and everything. Yeah, it wasn't really my cup of tea. This episode has one of the few levels I actually got stuck on. The Droid Factory, at the beginning I did get stuck on that a bit. Kind of annoying. Though you do get to go to the jungle and wastes of the Lars homestead at night time, which is pretty unique. So you can't do that in either in any other part of the game. So that's cool. Number 7 is episode 9. Now this episode isn't really that bad. I like the final level and everything. The first few levels were a bit short. Definitely could have been a bit longer. Especially the first level was all right, but the second level really should have been a little bit longer. I don't hate those levels or anything, but yeah, a bit annoying. Don't really like the Kajimi level. I just didn't really enjoy it that much. I don't know. It was kind of a bit annoying in my opinion. I just wasn't really the biggest fan of that level. But other than that, it's pretty good. Pasana is a alright place to explore. I do like Agent Kloss was fun. The obstacle course at the beginning though was a little bit annoying because I'm really bad at parkour and all that. So yeah, I do like Kef Beer with the Death Star ruins and everything. There's a little village there as well. That's cool. You get to go back to Octo, so that's something. And the final level is always really fun as well, and everything. And this episode is really good, and definitely my least favorite of the sequel trilogy. So number 6 is episode 8. This episode's pretty good. You can explore the Supremacy, and you can't do that in any other episode. And the Resistance Cruiser, you can't do that in any other episode either, or out of the Galaxy Free Play or anything. So I guess it makes this episode kind of unique in a way. I like the Praetorian Guard sequence level, but the beginning of that is really annoying because I have to walk really, really slowly. So that was probably the worst part about the level. There was a really easy mini kit in that level though, like right behind like a chair, Snoke's throne. Probably could have made that a little bit longer or harder. The opening level is fun. It's fun going around Octo. I think that's actually a cool planet. The island, not one of my absolute favorites of the game, but it's still a fun one to explore. The prison break sequence was kind of fun, I guess. Not one of my favorite levels though, but exploring Canto Bight was really, really fun though. I think it's probably one of my favorite planets, and I'm really excited to go back and explore that in the game eventually. But the final level, man, I just hate the Kylo Ren boss fight. I just have to avoid his moves and all that. But I think the way to get out of the caves was pretty fun with that big machine. That was fun. Number 5 is episode 7. Yeah, all three of the sequel trilogy episodes in a row like that. They keep getting worse. So I was really interested to see this episode because it was already done in Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens game. And I just that doesn't really affect how I played this. I actually had a lot of fun. It was a nice surprise. I was really expecting to like this episode the least in the game, but I think they actually differentiated itself from the Force Awakens game a lot more than I thought it would. Tagodana looks a lot different. Definitely looks a lot better than the Force Awakens game. Like seriously, I thought that was the best Lego game I've actually ever. The best graphics Lego game. Definitely, I knew this was going to look better, but this much really, it's so shiny. Dakar, Starkiller Base, Jakku, they're all so much better in this version, and the Aravana level is a lot better as well, and yeah, it does kind of feel a little bit short though because the Force Awakens game is so long, but it's actually one of the longer episodes, and you seriously go like this episode 7, episode 4, you go like seriously half an hour without doing a whole level. You're just doing free roam. Like seriously, when we did one of the videos in this series that actually hasn't came out on AG Gaming yet, but one of the videos here we played in episode 7, we didn't do any level at all. It was just free roam. We went from it was all the stuff in Takodana, and then we went then to Decor, and that was like a level. Wait, no, that wasn't a level. What am I talking about? No, that was just all free roam. Next up at number 4 is episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And this is the episode that most people start with, except for the very few people, the few weirdos. Okay, I'm just kidding. If you start at episode 4 or episode 7, you're fine. I like this one. You go from the Trade Federation battleship down to Naboo, which you just spend most of this episode on, and this is fun. You especially get to explore Theed as well a bit. It's pretty awesome. And the pod race, you have that as well. That's pretty cool. And although the bongo level isn't really one of my favorite ones. Like one of my favorite ones is definitely the Darth Maul boss fight. That's cool. And you get the now this is pod racing level. That's awesome. And you have the Gungan level. Although it's a bit disappointing. It's fine. You get to explore Coruscant for the first time, and also Mos Espa is really fun to explore. This is just a pretty good, awesome opening to the game. It's pretty awesome. You get your first impressions of Jar Jar as well. That's pretty awesome. The video where I was explaining all my gameplay for this episode was a lot longer than the other ones because I had to explain how the game works as well a bit. So I was exploring all the menus and stuff and how the controls work and stuff. And yeah, like 40 minutes long. Jesus Christ. Number 3 is episode 6, Return of the Jedi. This is one of 2 episodes where you can get introduced to the Scavenger, either this episode or episode 7. And I don't know why Wicked is a Scavenger, but whatever, it works, okay, it's fine. I do like the Chewbacca defense level. I think that's one of the other unappreciated levels. I know you play Chewie and Wicked, and it's not really that large scale. I just like the level. I just like traversing it. And although I might say, "Oh, it's missed opportunity," I just like the level. Okay, it probably should be a bigger scale, but it's fine. We had a bigger scale new Battle of Endor in the Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens, so it's fine. It's also the reason that I'm fine we didn't get a second Death Star battle. Jabba's Palace and Jabba's Sail Barge are also really good. I think the Sail Barge is better than the complete Saga, but the Jabba's Palace, I don't know. I forget if I said it was better. It's on par with the first one. The speeder level was really good, and the Emperor battle was really good because you get to fight Darth Vader, who could be your co-op partner. You can get to attack and kill your co-op partner like you did in Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga in the Darth Vader level. That is so awesome. That is one of the reasons why this episode is so great. And also you get to explore the Rebel Cruiser, which you can't in any other scenario, just like episode 8. It's kind of special in that way. Number 2 is episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. This is really fun. Seriously, I went so, like, in one gaming session. I went from going to the Kashyyyk level to the Coruscant level here, and then to the Mustafar level. Oh my god! Like seriously, man, the last 3 levels of this episode are some of the best in the entire game. Okay, we go from the Kashyyyk level. I mean, like that was great. Okay. It is my 8th favorite level. It's awesome. I think it's underrated. I like having Chewbacca, Tarful, and Chewbacca making their way throughout Kashyyyk. Although I know why people would rather another 66 level, and I would have really liked that. But I don't want to say goodbye to the Kashyyyk level. Was so good. Though maybe it would be better if that was implemented into free roam, or like the Galaxy Free Play, so you can get to explore all of Kashyyyk in the free roam, and then you can have like an Order 66 level or something like that. But whatever, I'm kind of okay with what we got. And then to the Coruscant level, that was number 6 on my list. Senate Showdown, that was awesome. It really makes me feel for Captain Typho. It was absolutely awesome. And High Ground is my number 1, so all of my top 10, that is amazing. Although the first 2 levels are not that great, well, they're worse. The Grievous level was kind of a generic boss fight to me, but it was still good. I think they upgraded Utapau a lot. It kind of worked like the incomplete Saga version, though. You needed to get up to a high level to reach Grievous and to do something with Cody, blah, 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 blah. Kind of similar in that way, but the layout of the level was just so much different. And I know the invisible hand section of the level, people don't like that because it's just like not very long and everything. And I wish it would have been longer. That level could have made it into my top 10 if it was longer. And maybe episode 3 could have been my number 1 favorite level. And also like Coruscant, exploring Coruscant throughout this episode because the clones are attacking you. Yeah, that's awesome. Though the Jedi have not evacuated the temple when you're in it, so it's cursed. And number 1 is episode 4, A New Hope. This was really fun, a great introduction to the original trilogy, and I don't know how this would work as an introduction to the game, especially because it doesn't have a boss fight, but then in a way it's kind of better because the first character level is not a boss fight. Then I have to wait for a while for the first boss fight, like the end of episode 5. But seriously, this is a really good episode. The Tantive level is seriously great. It's my 2nd favorite level of the game. Like, it's so good. There's like so much different paths to explore and all that. And there's the 2 Death Star levels, like in the Complete Saga. I really love them. Just exploring the Death Star was so much fun and just awesome. And it was awesome. Like, seriously, the Death Star is one of my favorite locations. Just all those long hallways and stuff. And it's great. Okay, I love the Death Star. It lived up to my expectations, and so it's kind of like episode 3 in a way that there's 2 levels then that are not as good, but they're still pretty good. Stay on Target was awesome, and definitely my least favorite level would be the one on Tatooine where you have to prepare the Falcon. That was not really bad. It was alright. I kind of feel like I dragged out a lot, but I like exploring Tatooine and stuff. I had a lot of fun with that and going to Tatooine and all that, and the Yavin 4 and the Galaxy Free Play sections of this episode kind of factor in, and they do kind of push it over into number 1. But episode 3 and 4 were pretty close here, so yeah, there were 2 pretty good episodes. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button, and I'll see you next time. Next week's ranking video is either going to be one of 2 things. It's either going to be ranking all of the character classes in LEGO Star Wars or ranking all the DLCs. So, I mean, comment down below which one you want to see. Yeah, or if you want me to do another different ranking video, then just leave it down in the comments below. I mean, if it's something not to do with LEGO Star Wars, I probably will get to do that later, just because I want to get all that LEGO Star Wars content out right now. Okay, it's popular right now, guys. Okay, gotta get all those views.